Hi and welcome back to Creative Digital Designs, and I'm back with another video. This video will be about creating classroom tags that teachers can use. You can sell this on Etsy as a template, or you can use this yourself if you are a teacher and you want to be able to create creative name tags for your students, no matter what grade you're in, that you can be able to create in Canva and print out to or laminate for your students. So we're going to get right into this video. So that right here, I chose to go with a science theme. So if you are a science teacher, great. You can go along exactly with this template, or you can go ahead and create something that is within your subject of teaching, whether it's math, English, writing, whatever you're teaching. So for this one, I just went with space. A lot of kids love space and rocket ships and all those things. So as you can see here, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I created this design, and it's very simple that you can recreate yourself. So we're going to go ahead and add a page here. And so the first thing I did was, so for sizing, when I looked up the sizing for typical name tags, they told me 4 by 3 inches. So that is what I went ahead and did with the sizing. On the home page, I typed in custom sizing and I put 4 by 3, and then this is what I got. So we have, so let's get started. So what I typed in first was space background, and I chose, went on the graphics. Let's see, or photos. Photos are realistic. So I believe that I chose this one here, and we're going to just go ahead and put it here, and we can stretch it out. So you can do it like that, or when you click on an image, you can just say set as background, and it will do it in 1 second for you. And so there we go. So we have our background now. The next thing we need to do is go ahead and add the white section where the name is going to go. So I went to elements, shapes over here, and I selected this square with the round shape around, and you can also add a lining around that if you want, as well as change the corners. But we're going to keep it as is, and we're going to change the color to white, and we're going to make it the size that you want to fill up. We want just enough where you can still see the space background, but we still have enough room to add everything else. So for right now, we're going to go with this sizing. So this is the sizing that I used, or we're going to ungroup this just so that it's exactly the same. I'm going to copy this, but this is just showing you how I did it. So you will be able to size it what makes sense for you. And so I've just copied and pasted that over here. So now we have the exact same sizing. The next thing we want to do is go ahead and add our text. So, okay, so we're going to hit add text, and we're going to go hit title, and we're going to type hello. And so you can select whatever text you want. For this one, I did put this Lexington Deca. So we're going to go ahead and put that. And then what I did was, to make this all caps, I just put right up here to make it uppercase. And I had it at 42, so we're going to leave it at 42. I'm going to make sure everything is centered. And then the next thing we have is my name is. So we had that as quicksand and 16. So I'm going to go ahead and type in my name is, and we're going to go ahead and select quicksand, and we're going to make it 16 font. Make it right under the hello, make sure it's centered. And then the next thing we did was we had so this is basically where we're showing it's going to be a template. And so we're going to go ahead and get this next font, and this is where this will be blank on your template. Or if you're creating It'll be blank if you're selling this template, but if you are creating this as a teacher, you can go ahead and type in your students' names beforehand. So we're going to go ahead and hit title, and we're going to go ahead and select this KJ primary. It has that student feel to it. All I did was type in school for fonts, and I got ones that look like they are more for school. So we're going to go ahead and you would type the student's name. So we have that, making sure that their name is on one line. Then we're going to move this. You center it, position it how you want to. We have this at 48. Make this a little bit bigger. Then we're going to just slide it out to make sure that name is on one line. Center once again. And I thought it would just be cool to have a spot where that the student can fill out. If you're going to laminate this, then the student can write on it with a marker. If it's not going to be laminated, then they can just write with a pencil their favorite color. And this might be helpful for you as a teacher to know your student's favorite color, to maybe give them certain activities with their favorite colors. So what I did with this was I duplicated the quicksand here by hitting the plus sign, and I just typed out my favorite color is, and then I took it down 2 fonts to 14, and we put it right below that. And then to get this line, I just went over to elements and I typed in line, hit see all right here, and I selected the first line. And as you can see, it's kind of thick, so you can go up here to stroke style and make it a little bit smaller, maybe to like a 2. Move this over. And yeah, so we have the favorite color right here. If you want to make this line a little bit smaller, you can bring it in like that. So now they can place their favorite color on the line here. And so the next thing we want to do, if you wanted to, is to put welcome to your name, or where the teacher can put their name, and then that this is a science class at the bottom. So I got this font under when I typed in school. So we're going to go ahead to text right here. We're going to put title, and we're going to make this over here, bring it down. We're going to make this white, and we're going to go over here. So I use Playwright US Modern for this, and we're going to go ahead and say welcome to Mrs. Henry's class. Oh, actually, we're not going to say class here because we're going to put science class at the bottom. We're going to stretch this out to make it one line, make it a little bit smaller. We had this at 15.4, so it's a little bit bigger, but let's see here. Stretch it in, 15.4. And what we did is I put up here to the letter spacing to stretch it out a little bit more. And then we're going to make sure that it's on one line. And because of this background, it could be kind of hard to see the name. So what I did was I went to effects and I went to outline, and I just kept it as the gray that they already have. And you can make it a little bit thicker so that you can see the name a little bit easier. And then what I did was I went ahead and just duplicated this. And we just gonna, because this is a science teacher, we're gonna just put science class. And of course, you can change this to whatever type of class that you are teaching. Science class effects, and we just put lift. And we're gonna go and put as much lift as we can. We're gonna put 100. And yeah, so we have 15 as the size, 15.1. But we could keep this as is. We make sure it's centered. And yeah, so the last thing we will be doing is adding in these little elements here. So what I put in was, I went over to elements and I put in space, and I put in graphics, and that's how I got these alien and astronaut surfing. But you could select whatever ones you wanted for your space theme. So I just went ahead and put that there, and I turned it a little bit. And the last element that I had was right here. I had this. I thought this looked cool. Only thing is it would be blocking it. So what I did was I clicked on up here where it says transparency, and I reduced it down so that it's just more like a background. And yeah, so that is how I made this name tag. Pretty simple. So if you are a teacher and you would like access to this template, please let me know and I can put it in the comment section below. Or if you want to sell a template like this and you want the link, let me know. And again, you can do this for any theme, whether you're selling on Etsy or whether you are a teacher yourself and you want to go ahead and create things in Canva, and you want to be able to learn how to do simple designs. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please comment below. Let me know any other videos you want me to create. Please subscribe, and when you do subscribe, please put on your notification bell so that you don't miss a video. I will be posting weekly videos on creating different designs in Canva, and I hope that you have a great day. Bye-bye.